Imagine you have this deep and powerful calling to impact the world. You've got it, you've heard it, you know it. You clearly see a problem that's really getting under your skin, and you realize the only way to stop the problem is to provide the solution. Oh, and by the way, you are the one that has the solution. Yay, you, because that's awesome. So here you are finding yourself on a journey into entrepreneurship, into a place that you've never considered before. And people have made you feel different all of your life because you're an introvert. I'm Karena Calhoun, a life and business strategist for introverts, for online service-based women. And I am going to just briefly share with you why your client attraction methods are not working for you, why you're in a feast or famine cycle, and more importantly, why your sales are inconsistent. As you navigate this entire entrepreneurial adventure, you might run into some issues that introverts and extroverts, honestly, often face. And I'm going to give you those. I'm going to give you those issues that introverts are facing. But first, I want to check the comments because I want to make sure I am addressing everyone. Hello, Dinky. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello, Halama. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you all that are tuning in. Dinky says, I am an introvert and an extrovert. You are an ambivert. You are an ambivert. And I just want to kind of park here for a second just kind of talk to you for a second, Dinky. When it comes to being an ambivert, one of the things that I would encourage you is to really hold the introvert side of you close, because within that introvert space, you're still needing that time to go off and recharge. Sometimes people think if they are an ambivert or something like that, then they don't really need that time to recharge. And you do, you really do. And so I love to really talk to folks who are ambiverts, because I want to still honor you. Yes, you're both. That just means you know how to navigate the waters on both sides. But there's still some of that introvert tendencies that you are dealing with. And so, I honor you in that. You're still, like you said, recharge, yes, to survive. And that is one of the key characteristics of an introvert. And while I've got you, I would love to explain to you, sometimes having this visualization can be so freeing when it comes to being an introvert. I tell people that extroverts, when they get up in the morning, every single day, they wake up, they have 0 coins. Everybody, they have 0 coins. This is how extroverts work. They have 0 coins when they wake up in the morning. Every human interaction that they come into, they gain a coin. They gain a coin. That's how it works for the introverts. Okay. So by the end of the day, the extroverts. So by the end of the day, the extroverts have 5 coins. That's why at the end of the day, they're ready to go. They have a great time at happy hour. They're ready to go eat dinner with the folks that they've already spent 8 hours with. They're just like, they've had a great time because they have interacted, and that's how they get their coins. On the other hand, when it comes to introverts, Very different. The opposite. When introverts, when we wake up in the mornings, we have 5 coins. We start off with 5 coins. 5 coins total for an introvert. And this is just an example, okay? But with each human interaction, introverts lose a coin. Each human interaction. Each human interaction. Each human interaction. Each human interaction. So by the end of the day, or it could be by the afternoon, could be early morning, whatever. But by the time they have reached a certain number of human interactions, they are depleted. So that's what happens with us introverts. That's why we get so drained when we're coming into contact with people. My husband and I, we laugh and we joke and we say, I've reached my limit on peopling today. And the peopling, it doesn't necessarily only have to be in person. It can be virtually. It could be a telephone call. It could be text messaging. It could be, so many different things. I will say though that text messaging, things like that, we introverts tend to do that a lot more because it's less draining. It's less draining. So, thank you for bringing that conversation into the mix, Dinky. I really appreciate it. Great day to you all as well. I cannot see who you are because it's saying that it's just saying Facebook user, but I honor you, whoever you are. I thank you for being here. So I wanted to get back on track. We're talking right now about, you have, there's just been this call that you feel, this desire to become an entrepreneur, and maybe not even maybe not have even thought about the fact that you've been called into the entrepreneurial space, but you have seen some type of problem out here in the world, and at this point you're wanting to provide a solution for it. I see the problem and I also see the solution, and I want to put those together. I want to begin to head on that problem. So I want to give that solution to the world, and that is a part of the impact that I have. So that's probably what you said. That's probably how you began to navigate your way into the entrepreneurial space. And so now you found yourself in this entrepreneurial space somewhere, like I said, you've probably never even considered going there before. It's just that you feel the pull and the call of it. And I tell people sometimes there's some people who are destined to be entrepreneurs, trying to go and get a 9-to-5 or a corporate job or things like that. It's just, that's not the direction that we go into. And so when you are navigating this entrepreneurial space, this adventure, this journey, you're running into certain issues that, to be honest, it's introverts and extroverts begin to run into these issues. And these are issues like lack of confidence. This is when, you're questioning yourself, you're questioning your abilities, you're questioning what you have to offer. Okay. And then there's networking and connection hurdles that you're having to navigate. This is when you're really trying to figure out what exactly should you be doing so that you're connecting with you are really connecting on a real level with the people that you need to be connecting with. And so then you have those hurdles, and then you have the hurdles of feeling overlooked. You're feeling overlooked, and I honestly, we've all felt this at some point. Nothing's worse than really putting your best foot forward, working hard, and it goes unnoticed. But outside of these, those are things that introverts and extroverts can experience. But outside of these, I want to talk about some things that can cause us to not connect to our ideal audience. And so the first thing can be misalignment with your authenticity. This is a huge one for us introverts. This is so huge. It is unbelievable. But people don't, hey Pam, just jumped in and I have a solution brewing. Oh, okay. Perfect. But being misaligned with our authenticity, being an introvert in corporate America, that was something that they tried to push that down. They didn't want me to be an introvert. They didn't want the, the quietness of Karena. But that's me. That's who I am. But I'm a deep thinker. So when I do speak, know that I'm speaking something with value, and they were just so many different things. But when you are aligned with your authenticity, okay, when you are aligned with your authenticity as an introvert, the methods that you're using they will work. Okay. So this is what happens when the strategies that you're using are not aligned with your true personality, your values. All of this stuff begins to come through. So trying to adopt, I would say, extroverted methods, it's going to make you feel like you're putting a mask on and being somebody else. And we walked around with masks on for how long? It was very uncomfortable. So the lack of authenticity, your ideal client, when you're approaching them, they can sense it. They can pick it up. They can feel it. That's going to devalue the connection, and it's going to cause them to not trust you. So then you have more potential clients saying no than yes. So see why your potential clients are not saying yes to you? Could be one of the reasons. So many different reasons that we don't even consider. Trying to be someone else, the aggressive marketing, the aggressiveness of things. If it's not you, don't do it. If you're forcing yourself to be someone while you're trying to attract your ideal audience, they're going to pick it up. They're going to pick it up. Okay. The second thing is not personalizing your own methods, the strategies that you're using. Most client attraction methods are designed for a broad audience, okay? A broad-based audience. On the flip side of things, we introverts, we usually shine, okay, in forming deep, more personable connections, whereas the broader sense of it, they say go out and just bring a bunch of folks in and then see how it washes out. That's not how we operate as introverts. So we're not personalizing the strategies, the methods that we're using. So if your strategy is lacking your own personality and it doesn't address the uniqueness of you and your ideal client's needs and concerns and how you all roll and all of that other good stuff, it's going to be a challenge. It's going to be a challenge to, number one, attract them and to retain their interest. It's going to be a challenge. And then the third reason, so I'm talking about reasons why you're not attracting your ideal audience. So the third reason is it can be ineffective communication. Ineffective communication. This is at its core one of the reasons that can ruin a business. The flip side of it is effective communication at its core can be extremely beneficial and bring your business to success. So if your strategies are not tailored, okay, to your own communication style, you may struggle to convey your message, your brand messaging, your content. You may struggle to convey that message effectively. Again, We introverts, we tend to shine in one-to-one or small setting conversations. Can we talk to the masses? Most of us, yes, we can. However, find that fine line where you're absolutely going to shine. So check your communications. How is that coming across? So these were just three things that I have, I posted just before I came on live that I have talked to, and it's well over 100 women. And 80% of them have said that they are ashamed to openly speak about their biggest frustration and challenge, which is getting clients. These are things that can help you in that sense. These can absolutely 100% help you. So, really, in short, your strategies are not in line with your personality if you have this issue of not attracting your ideal audience. This is a couple of the reasons. They aren't authentic to you and they're not working for you. They're actually working against you. So just because the guru says to do it doesn't necessarily mean that that's what you need to be doing. Okay. So I've given you why your methods are not working. So I want to give you 3 strategies that you can begin to implement really right away today. I am always, and first and foremost, always a coach. So I like right now action. So I'm going to give you some strategies that you can use right now today to begin to mold them into your own so that you see that authenticity intact and begin to see movement. But before I do that, I want to remind you that our from invisible to increase free 5-day visibility sprint for introverts, the registration is still open. So make sure you use the links. It's either going to be in the comment section or it's going to be in the caption. Use the link to register and secure your spot. I'm going to be doing 5 days of training. 5 days of training. Halaman says, really need to improve on my communication goal for this month. Absolutely, 100%. I love that. I love that for you, and I love that for your ideal clients. So make sure you register for the 5-day sprint. This is, again, a free 5-day sprint for you to be able to really dial into your ideal clients. Okay. As a matter of fact, I'm going to go ahead and drop it in the comments because I want you to have that. This is something that these are our strategies. These are tools that I am providing because I believe to talk to over 100 women and 87% say, this is what I struggle with, and I'm ashamed to openly say it. There's a lot more who are saying it, who are doing that as well, who are dealing with that. So I want to make sure you have that. I've just put it in the comments. Hopefully you can see that. So make sure you register again during these 5 days. This is free coaching, free training to get your business up and running, to be impactful the way you want it. I'm going to show you how to start building your visibility and sales system that works for you, that aligns with your personality, begins to open up that lead generation for your ideal client, and then ultimately sales. So don't miss out on this experience. It's been deeply designed. Let me tell you, it has been deeply designed with me and you in mind. Okay. It deeply designed because I don't play about being an introvert. So now let me give you the 3 things that you can begin to do immediately to begin to change the narrative regarding your visibility, your sales, your lead generation, your ideal client attraction, however you want to phrase it. Okay. First things first, embrace your introverted superpower. Being an introvert is not a disadvantage. It is absolutely 100% time that we acknowledge us being introverts as a secret weapon. Your ability, number one, first and foremost, your ability to deeply empathize, listen, and connect on a profound level sets you apart. So, trying to mimic these extroverted strategies, lean into your own strength. This is characteristic of every introvert. We listen deeply. Empathy is deep in us. We're able to connect in a very real way. So use that as an advantage. Your client wants to know that you're listening. Your ideal client, when you begin to listen in a different way, it's completely different. I don't play about, let's see. Dinky says, I will attend the next one. Too much for this month on schedule. I understand. Nice. What's the cost? It is free. It is free. It is absolutely free. And then the second thing is creating genuine connections. Okay. And I talked about this. One of the reasons why you're not connecting, we have to create those genuine connections. Listen, networking does not have to be about these big flashy events and all of this small talk that people like to deal with. I do a lot of networking. I don't do small talk very well. So we can do it. It's a way that we can do it. We just got to do it. Okay. It's about forming these meaningful connections, even if it's a smaller, more intimate setting. So look for those communities, look for those platforms where you can engage on a deeper level in those deeper conversations. Remember, it's always quality connections that outweigh the quantity. Okay. And then the last thing, you want to tell your unique story. If you haven't heard the story of how I got into visibility, go over to my YouTube channel. It's the featured video. I've got on a black and white. I just did it again because I talk about it often, but I tell you in the video about how I got into visibility, why it happened, why I can't do anything else but visibility. It's my unique story. It's embedded in me. I am embedded in it. So tell your unique story, your journey, even as an introvert, if that works with your ideal audience. It may not, but tell whatever your unique story is. It's probably a compelling one that's waiting to be told. So share the struggles that maybe you've had, share your victories. Be authentic with your audience. When you open up and let your audience in, that opens up your world. They'll know that they can relate to you. So really identify the obstacles and address them. Okay. Bring in some fresh strategies that work for you. And I promise you, you'll begin to transform your approach. It will absolutely be possible. But that authenticity, that's what's really going to resonate with your ideal audience. Communicate that value with them. Make sure it's effective. This is what's going to set you on the path to the success that you want. You begin to create that positive impact. So that's all that I have for today. And I'm saying that's all. I've already been on for 25 minutes. I was not expecting to be on this long. Dinky says, networking drains me so bad. It does. That's the introvert part of you. That is the introvert part of you. There's nothing wrong with you. You're not broken. That is the introvert part of you, 100%. And that's what people don't understand. I attended a networking event last week. I made it a point because I had gone to it before. I think maybe like 2 years ago, and it's a virtual event, but I did it, and I think maybe 10 minutes in, I just quietly left the room. It was too much. It was too much. And be okay with making that decision. Be okay with that. But yeah, networking, connecting, um, interaction with other humans, that is a telltale sign of an introvert. And listen, I want to put this out there before I move on. I got a little bug in my bonnet, a bee in my bonnet, I think is what they call it, about a week or so ago. Binky, do I remember your niche? I remember what happened with your daughter. So I don't remember your niche specifically, but I think I remember it's pertaining to your daughter. But yes, okay, grief. I knew it was somewhere around there. I just didn't know specifically what it was. But I got a bee in my bonnet about a week or so ago because there were people, actually multiple, I was seeing this, people posting about if you stop labeling yourself, thank you, Dinky, if you stop labeling yourself as an introvert or having ADHD or any of those types of things, what could, how could you succeed, and different things like that. And so my thing is, being an introvert, introvertism is a personality trait. Hugs to you, Dinky. Being ADHD or antisocial is what they call a personality disorder. Being an introvert is not a disorder. There's nothing wrong with us. Okay. And I'm not implying anything is wrong, but it is out of order, disorder. ADHD and antisocial. We're not antisocial. Antisocial, and I'm gonna do a training on this one day, because we need to know these things that we're allowing people to label us with. Antisocial, when you go and look at what that really means, it's not good. It's not good at all. It is beyond just not wanting to talk to people. There's like some so we're being labeled antisocial. I'm not antisocial. I am anti-allowing my energy to be drained. That is what I'm anti. So, yeah, I got a little bee in my bonnet, and I went on a tangent and was posting about that because I don't want people to continue to be mislabeled and told that something is wrong with them, because we can still operate. I was in corporate America in a high-level leadership role. I've talked about that a billion trillion times. And so, I led 4 teams. There was nothing that stopped me. Now, did I handle things differently? Absolutely. However, we can hold roles just like Oprah Winfrey is an introvert. There's other, Michelle Obama is an introvert. I think Viola Davis is an introvert. There's so many introverts out here. So, we have to be mindful in how we allow other people to, exactly, Dinky says, mental health issues do not include introvertedness. It does not. It does not. We simply process human interaction differently. That is it. So I have been on here for half an hour. I am normally not on here that long, but this has been an amazing conversation. Just a reminder for those of you that want to register for the From Invisible to Increase free 5-day visibility sprint. It is deeply designed for us introverts. You can go to my website, 𝐺oBeGreatCoaching.com, click on the free 5-day visibility sprint at the top and register there. And I really can't wait to see each of you there. Thank you, Dinky. I really appreciate it. Share it with everybody you know. You said that you won't be able to attend this time, because there will be more, but you won't be able to attend this time. But share it out with the people that you know, you love, you like, and then some that you don't. It's okay. Share it out. So I am going to close out here. If you have any questions, feel free to message me. I am always available in Messenger. Go Be Great Coaching and Consulting, absolutely. And I'll just drop Go Be Great put the link in the comments. So this has been great. This has been wonderful. Again, if you have any questions, let me actually drop it down there. There you go. So if you have any questions, feel free to message me. I am available to you all, and I can't wait to see you all on the inside. Bye for now.